next episode of Titus Balls Z.
Let me go.
Okay, let me delete the last one.
Go here. All right, there you go. You are there. And let
Here
me.
I am.
Oh, he's streaming. And let me.
Can I only delete it on the computer?
Where is it?
Haha, your face is huge.
You leave my face alone. You leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Oh, I just realized I am in two places. Let me just. There we go.
Oh, hey, that's you.
I don't want there to be two
You follow me
videos
now.
of me, so now there's only one video of me.
Alright. So.
I do?
Are you Miss
I
Yomi?
didn't do anything.
Are you MIS _ Yomi?
No.
Oh.
No. I would never name myself something like that. No offense to that person.
Well, thank you, Miss Yomi, for the follow. I will follow you back when I get a chance.
Okay, I follow you now.
Yay! Thank you, Mahogany Wings, for following me.
I
I'll follow you back.
That's me.
I know.
I was wondering why, I was wondering how come so many people that I thought I followed weren't popping up in, my notifications. I was like, why isn't it telling me when these people go live? And apparently I wasn't following any of the people I thought I was. I was just watching them at the time, and I thought I followed them. That's not how that works.
Wait, say that again?
I was watching people's streams, but I didn't click follow. I was just watching them. Because everybody always posts their streams. So the people I thought I was following, I was not. Anyways, what did you call it? Yours is listed as Among Us. We're not playing Among Us right now.
I'll change it in a second. Wait, we can leave it as Among Us. It doesn't really matter.
We're not playing Among Us, Titanium.
We can leave it as Among Us. Nobody ain't paying attention. It don't matter. We can
named it.
Go ahead.
It's like, we could be Among Us. That'd be funny. I named it. What did I name this? Let me go back to my own dang stream. I lost my mind. I don't know where I'm at anymore. Let me do it like this so you guys can at least look at me while I'm doing it. I call it Wed the Podcast because it's Wednesday and it sounds like We the People.
Alright, let me go back to my.
It's stupid, but I like it. It's funny. Where's my toothpick? How am I supposed to eat my fruit without my toothpick?
I don't know, like a gangster.
I ain't got a gangster bone in my body. I found it. It was on my keyboard.
But yeah,
don't worry, my keyboard's clean.
But yeah, I couldn't, because I was gonna try to mix up our names or whatever, like Mahogany Wings with Titus Ball Z or whatever, or
I'm probably going to be posting onto, because I didn't intend to stream it on my own channel. I expected to, I should get a box. I expected to just put the YouTube version, so I was going to do 3D Girls Are Lame instead of the Mahogany Wings, because there's two different personalities.
Okay, I mean, okay, we can go with the dirty. Wait, because you have the what was the other one? Was it the 2D one you have? Or is that the 3D?
3D Girls Are Lame is my YouTube, and then everything else is Mahogany Wings.
Oh, we can do 3D Girls BZ or 3D Girls TVZ?
Yo, no.
I don't know. I guess we have to think about it.
I think it should just be something else because I don't think we can combine our names in something that would be interesting.
All right, well, we could think of something else then. Oh, that's you texting me. You gotta answer your phone. I was answering my phone. Don't tell me what to do.
Lies.
Yeah.
Sorry I'm eating cantaloupe, but I
No,
was
that's
hungry.
fine. So let's.
Well, I wasn't hungry. I ate this massive burrito thing. It said that it was a jerk chicken wrap. It had rice, black beans, pineapple salsa. At first, I was like, that sounds disgusting. But I was like, wait. And I got it. And it was good.
All right, I just posted it on my Facebook, so I guess whoever comes.
I got the tag. Cat, whoever comes, that's what she said. No.
But I guess because I listened to about like 3 or 4 podcasts. When I made that status, one was boring.
I thought you wanted to make a podcast because you listened to podcasts.
No, well, okay, so I had to ask somebody what is a podcast because I thought what I watched on YouTube was more of a podcast because I watch there's okay he said oh you figured it out. But okay, so what I watched Comics Explained and I watched Cogs Historian. And I thought those were podcasts. Into which my friend Cameron was like, no, those are not podcasts. He said a podcast is basically a group of 2 or more people talking about a specific thing. And he sent me one. And I watched it and I actually liked that. And I said, okay, now I get it. And then other people sent me their podcasts, and like I said, there was some that was kind of boring, and the other one I liked or whatever. So I guess
you should have listened to Michelle Obama's podcast.
What does she talk about?
I don't know. I don't listen to it.
Oh, how you gonna tell me to listen to something when you don't even know what she's talking about?
I listen to Fun with Dumb podcasts. Korean rapper Dumbfounded is super good and it's super funny. And I listen to Tim Chantarangsu's podcast. Those are my 2 faves. I always watch those 2. Mm-hmm. And then there's some other podcasts that I catch sometimes. They're not always like I don't always want to listen to them for like the full hour, but with Tim and Dumb, I always listen to the whole thing because they have guests and they always talk about something interesting and they have a lot of good stories. And then there's that's the thing about podcasts is they'll have them on YouTube, but they'll also it's not really a visual thing. It's they can tell stories and talk on the radio. It's like listening to radio. It's talk radio is what podcasts are. That's all they are.
So I was
you just talk for longer. That's all.
Because I can say the thing that we can do is we can talk about I guess whatever we want to talk about. Like you mentioned, for example, we're going to talk about Legend of Korra and everything, and then after that we can talk about I guess some other random stuff that you probably have in your mind. Because I was okay, because I know you're going to talk about what mostly what Korean drama and stuff like that, and I don't know anything about Korean drama, so it's just you'll be talking. I guess I'll just basically be asking questions about certain things because the only thing I watch Korean wise is their little horror movies. So Train to Busan or something like that. What's another movie that just came out?
I feel like everybody knows that movie now, and Parasite. That wasn't really a horror movie.
I watched Parasite because everybody talked about it. There was another one that came out on Netflix. I think somebody mentioned, and I watched it. But I forgot what it was.
Not again, but crap. Is it again? Is it called Again?
The one where it's the dude, he's stuck in his apartment, and it was
I didn't see it yet.
Okay.
I just know that there's a good little list of movies that came out recently.
Alive. Yeah.
Almost had it, son.
So
Alive again. That was close.
My friend Tyree's in here. He's watching our podcast.
Is he in your channel? I'm looking at mine to make sure I don't miss anything.
Okay, yeah, he's in mine. So yeah, we can talk about stuff like that.
Really, podcasts always start you start with some kind of topic, and you just end up going with random whatever you end up talking about. We don't really talk about anything. You just start somewhere.
Yeah, because the podcast, the 2 that 3, but the 2 that I watch, they went around and introduced themselves or whatever, and just basically said what they did.
Were they like? Was it like the first of their podcasts, or did they have guests on?
The first of their podcasts. I guess
Okay,
the guest will
because like
come later.
each time they do you kind of say, "Hey, I'm blah blah blah. Hey, I'm da da da," and then they go into the story or they go into whatever, or
Oh,
they say,
okay.
"Hey, I was doing that." You know, they start the conversation. It's just talking.
Oh man.
It's like somebody was like, "Hey, I have great conversations with my friends, and it's super funny. We should record it," and that's what happened.
Mm. Okay. Yeah. Sounds about right.
Because we're already into it, just talking about podcasts.
So just basically. Ow. Hey, Medusa, why
Stop it, whatever you're doing.
I'm picking freaking this bumpkin I had on my
February.
elbow. What do you mean echo, Medusa? Is there an echo? Let me see.
Echo has to be on your side. I have headphones in.
I mean, the best I can do is put on my headphones. Alright, this center has an echo. Let's see if I put these headphones in. Well, I can leave this in. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Is there like a
I was
delay?
trying not to.
Oh. Oh, they're saying when you speak, there's a tiny echo.
Mine is echo.
Is there echo now?
Am I echoing?
You weren't echoing to me. I guess it was because you was coming out of the laptop speaker. But let me see. Waiting for one of them to respond back if there's an echo now. Okay, it's gone. So yeah, it was from the speakers of the laptop. That's what it had to be. I mean, I look like a professional radio host with these headphones on. Wait.
I guess.
um.
I'm mad too
Why?
because I rewatched
Legend
all of
Korra.
Korra just to come over here and talk about Korra.
Well, look. Okay, so this is the thing I want to clear up because okay, yeah, you were on it too. So and everybody was basically jumping on me.
I am ready to protect her
You can
from
protect
you.
her. Okay, see, my thing is, I don't hate Korra. I never said I hated Korra. I never said I disliked
Okay, that's all
Korra.
I care about. That's
You
fine.
know, I just said,
You said she was the worst Avatar.
and yeah, and I'm gonna stick to that. I feel like she is the worst Avatar. Now,
Why?
okay, and this is the thing. After I did
Why?
my research, because after Ashley got on me and everything about all this stuff, and she was like,
She was
"Oh,
right.
no, this is
She
this."
was right. I was there with her.
And no, and the main thing she said was, she said, "Oh, people have a problem because they can't be a female protagonist. They have a problem with female protagonists." I was like, I don't have a problem with female protagonists. There's a lot of female protagonists that are actually good and that I like. Well, okay, let's go to X-Men for example. Female protagonist Psylocke, I like her. Female protagonist Rogue, I like her. Female protagonist, even though sometimes in the X-Men cartoon she is weak AF. Jean.
Yeah, we got to talk about TV representations because that's a lot different than when they're originally written.
Well, Jean is kind of weak in the comic books too. But anyways, but she's a good female protagonist, and especially like Madame Pryor, and then when she comes to Phoenix, and then of course Storm, a good ass female protagonist. Now when we go to Korra or whatever,
She fakes too. I'm
to
gonna
me,
stop.
okay, and
They're
then
gonna get
like
on me
okay,
about Storm.
there's a worst Avatar. There was an Avatar that was worse than Korra, and I forgot his name, but it was the other
Who,
waterbender.
Roku?
No,
Hey,
the waterbender, the one before Roku.
Gene.
He was actually one of the he was everybody considered him the worst Avatar because he was more a she dropped a fruit, whatever fruit she was eating. That's a cantaloupe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
I caught it.
he was a womanizer. They was like he was a womanizer, and the fact that he was somewhat lazy, he didn't really care, you know, about anything else but himself. My thing was Cora. She always rushed into everything and didn't really think about it. Like Amon,
Yeah, but does that make her the worst avatar?
but
Everybody
watch.
has a different character trait that makes it different. Like how Aang wouldn't freaking like he wouldn't he they're opposites. Like he wouldn't act when he needed to, and she just like she's all like we gotta do something. And then she got to the point where she learned actually just like Aang learned. She learned really quickly like okay I gotta listen to my people, I gotta listen to my friends, I gotta take time, I gotta stop jumping in. She learned,
But that was like the
and
last
that was
book.
before she even got all her freaking powers.
That was the last. That was book four when she had that big character change to where she was like, "All right, good, cool. I'm
No,
gonna
no, no,
listen to
no. In
everybody."
every episode, when she had a situation where she did something wrong, by the end of the episode, she says, "Yo, I'm sorry. You know, I realize that this is like this, little or small. She little or big. She always realized near the end of the episode, like, okay, I see what happened here, and I gotta do better."
But I felt like after she got her butt whipped, because at the same time when she called out Amon, she was like, "All right, Amon, I'm calling you out. Blah blah. Meet me here. Meet me there." He didn't fall for it. He snuck her, and she was scared. And I was like, "Dude, okay, okay, it's
It's scary
it's
because
fine. It's
you
fine to be
also gotta
scared." Go ahead.
you gotta realize that in Korra, all these villains that she comes up against are so ridiculously powerful and scary, like more than Aang and the crew anybody's ever seen before, and she's going against them without having even learned everything she's supposed to learn.
She no, she knew everything. Only thing she didn't know was
Mm-mm,
airbending.
mm-mm.
She already knew water, fire, and earth.
The only thing she knew was how to use these powers. Like her teachers didn't teach her anything about life or real situations. Like she was just stuck with the firebenders to learn that. She was stuck with the waterbenders to learn that. Only when she finally got to airbending did she even interact with people outside.
Well, yeah, and at the same time, that was kind of well, yeah, because that was Tenzin's fault because he didn't want her to get caught by
No, no, no.
the Red
Remember
Lotus.
her parent? Yeah, 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 her dad and mom. They all kept her really sheltered. So like she was really like a victim of being real naive. But that's not her fault.
Yeah, it's not her fault, but at the same time,
And she did learn, but that doesn't make her the
but
worst Avatar. There are worse, like
she was
the ones
more
that were super
headstrong though.
violent, just wanted to kill everybody and stuff.
No, and actually,
She
the best Avatar is actually Kyoshi.
Kyoshi is the well, yeah, Kyoshi is the best. I think she was the best Avatar. Like honestly, I didn't have too many issues with her
Yeah.
because I was gonna say, oh, like the first Avatar was pretty lit, but I was like, nah, he caused all the fucking problems.
Oh, to my one.
He caused all these fucking problems. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. One,
I was
he
like, his
was.
name sounds like this.
Yeah,
One.
yeah, yeah. One.
I retracted my
He was all
headphones.
right.
Hold on,
Okay. Wait, what you do?
it hurt. It yanked and it like started rolling up,
Oh,
and I was
oh.
like, ah, my head.
Are you
Woo,
trying to choke yourself?
a little bit. I was not ready.
But yeah,
Okay.
the other thing that Cora did, and like Cora always second guessed herself. She wasn't sure about her decisions that she made or whatever. She always like when she sat there and she opened up the spirit realm and made everything I guess back like how Juan had it. She was like, was this a good idea? And it was like actually no, that was not a good idea. You should have left it closed because once you open it up, you messed everything back up. Like the spirit tree was growing and like spirits actually harassing other people and everything. It wasn't a good thing. And then
But that's not true either. Because the like she thought that everything was kind of like sorry, there's a bug in here. Everything that can be done or was done is like there's going to be pros and cons to everything.
mhm.
Because she opened up the spirit realm because she believed in the decision at the time, and then she's like, I don't know, because you start thinking about all the ramifications. But that's the thing, you got to cause that peace, and then once everybody was able to figure out how to create this balance, there's got to be balance in the world rather than the separation, then everything was cool. Like, she opened it without a plan because, she didn't know. She didn't really know anything about anything. She's just going with whatever she thinks at the time, which was like, she was reckless. That's her character trait, but she still thinks about it still. Maybe after she does it, but at least she considers it after, at least. And then she fixes it. So I think it was because like it was like it's opinionated. Everything she does is real opinionated. Like when she wanted to go and fight in the tournament, we're like, that's not a good idea. And then we realize it is a good idea. She needs some real life experience with other people, and she learned,
Well,
instead of like she learned because she felt like she was actually doing something. Like everybody learns differently, and she figured out a way for her to learn. And
true.
with the spirit realm, she opened it up, and there was chaos, but that's because it's something new that had not been uh, done in a long time. But once everybody got used to it and comfortable, then you start, people adapt and you start to learn, and you got to communicate with people. You can't just do something and leave it, which a lot of times stuff was just done and then something would happen to her. So now she can't even fix nothing because something done happened to her. And you're stressed out. The whole show is stressful. Stressful. You never know what's going to happen because people die all the time.
Hmm.
Like, I was like, really? We just killing people, just here and there, killing everybody. Okay, cool.
So I'm
Thanks.
sitting here trying to think, cause like what in season 2 she fought her uncle. Season 3 she fought Zahir.
Oh, I can't even count which season she fought who, but I could have sworn she fought Zahir first.
Now season 3 it
No,
was
she fought Amon
Amon
first.
first, and then
And then she fought Zahir
Zahir.
at the that was at the end because that was the group of them. That was
That was
the Red
season
Lotus.
3, and then
That was at the end.
season 4 she fought Kavir. Yeah, Kavir.
Mm-hmm. Kuvira.
And then at the same time, to be honest,
Kuvira was mad scary.
I felt like every
Kuvira was the softest of the villains, in my opinion. She was the least scary, the least
I'm
powerful.
trying to think, cause Zahir she could have beaten him, but
Zahir,
yes,
the who got airbending?
yes, she actually
I
could
don't
have.
think so.
No, she could have beaten him when they ambushed him, but she messed that up
When was this after the poisoning thing?
before the poisoning.
I don't remember them. I remember Zahir kidnapped her with the whole because she didn't face him one on one. He was always had his crew with him.
Well, no, this okay. This is when his crew was separated. When the lava
His crew
bend
was separated only at the end.
yeah, when the lava bender was fighting this is before she got kidnapped and poisoned. When the lava bender was fighting Bolin, before Bolin found out that he was a lava bender, and then
You mean that same episode?
yes, and then the water arms chick, I forgot who she was fighting.
She was
Actually,
fighting
actually
She was fighting Fireboy
to be honest, to be really
because he
honest,
electrocuted her in the water and shit.
um Tenzin could have beaten Zahir. And actually Tenzin was actually on Zahir until his crew came in and basically got Tenzin.
Yeah, Tenzin. I feel like Tenzin's super powerful, but he's always doing really well. But he can only do one-on-one fights.
One on
The
one
moment
fights.
somebody
Yeah.
else shows up, the moment anybody else shows up, whether they're here to fight or they're here to watch or they're here to just be the victim, it's kind of like he can't do nothing. He can only do it when he's only focusing on you. And I don't know if that's a monk thing, but
I think it's
he
just a ten
chokes when other people are around.
I think it's just a Tenzin thing. And then
Maybe
yeah, cuz when they
soft
went
boy.
to go ambush Zahir, cuz remember when
I don't remember when they ambushed Zahir. What happened then?
remember when they had to get rid of his girlfriend, the mind explosion chick with the third eye in her head.
I'm sorry. I can only remember they're always together
Yeah,
until they killed her, and then there was the three of them. But they
yeah.
were always together, so I can't even
They
remember.
killed her because I forgot what happened, but they killed her. But Korra could have beaten Zahir, but Zahir did something. I forgot what he did. I think it was dealing with Korra's dad. Something happened, but Korra could have defeated him. She could have defeated him easily, just like with Kavir. Korra could have defeated Kavir, but oh yeah, she had regrets. That's what it was. She had regrets because she went to the Avatar state.
Yeah, I'm like the Kuvira thing was after when she's in a whole different mindset. I
Yeah.
really don't remember because they kidnapped Cora mad easy 'cause she was asleep. And then they went in there and just snatched her up, and
Hmm.
everybody's trying to get her. And I'm like, oh, that's right. They had given her that paralyzing stuff, so she couldn't move.
Yeah, that's from
When
that's.
she was asleep, they went in there and they got her. She was paralyzed, and then he was just that's why he could carry her around, and he was just carrying her or whatever. I was like, why was he? I was like, I remember her just like he was just carrying her around because she was paralyzed. That's what it was. They paralyzed her while she was asleep, and they snatched her up and they were taken off because they
Hmm.
somehow had gotten or they had a spy. The guy who can tell if you lying
Oh yeah, yeah,
was the
yeah, yeah,
spy
yeah,
and let
yeah.
them in. And so they crept in there because they off guard because they're all like, we're in the safest place in the whole fucking world. We're cool. We're not cool. Now you're poisoned and paralyzed, and they're dragging you around. And then they had to save her, and
Mm-hmm.
now she traumatized because she got kidnapped and she mad.
But I felt like Bolin and what was his name?
I don't know because I didn't like him.
The other the
The brother, the
no, no, no,
brother
not Mako.
who
Mako was basically was Zuko. Bolin and
he was, but like a really annoying Zuko.
the inventor dude.
Adventure.
The inventor dude.
Varric?
Yeah, I feel like Varric and Bolin carried the show.
They did for sure.
Yeah,
They carried it.
because without them, it wouldn't have been anything. The only thing I liked about Korra was the fact that they added like different styles. Like, for example,
I loved Cora. Cora could fight. Cora could kick some butt, and
yeah,
but she always they show how good she is at fighting, and yet they throw her against people that are more powerful than her teachers, and it's like I it's like Aang was special because he grew up even in that short period of time being better than each teacher, being more powerful and more clever and more creative. Cora was not creative. She was not clever.
yeah,
She's
exactly.
not clever. She's not creative. But she's a powerhouse. She got the power behind it. Like she could just like she powers through stuff. But when she feels like she lost, she accepts that she lost. She's like, I fucking lost. I lost. That's it. And and she's like more. She's like a dude. She's like a teenager, right?
Yeah, yeah, they're teens.
So she's like super um, emotional. So when things happened to her, it affected her whole outlook on everything. Like she found out her parents lied to her. Her whole thing changed. She found she found out they were trying to hide her. Her whole thing changed. She found out that people trying to kidnap her. Like every time she finds out something, it's a big thing, and it changes her whole outlook on everything.
Hmm.
Which most of the time it's like a good thing, but then it's like she keeps remembering that, and so it affects how she decides things next. And it just takes her a little too long. Ooh, but her lack of creativity is the thing I did not like about Cora.
Yeah, I mean she wasn't creative. My friend just said Tyree just said the thing about Korra and most benders was they couldn't fight without bending. True. Yes, yes,
Exactly.
yes, yes. He's right. Yeah, they
Because
couldn't
when
fight
she when
without
she
bending.
lost her bending, she couldn't do shit.
Nothing.
None of them could do
Nothing.
anything. Once they lost their bending, they were just like, I'm a husk of a person. I can do nothing now. I'm
Cause
like, dude, there are
I
people.
think if we
There's other people who don't have bending. They're fine.
Cause I think if we go back to like Aang and everybody else, most people like Uncle Iroh and Zuko, they knew how to fight without
They could
bending.
all fight. They
Yeah.
had regular fighting. But I think that's a testament to the evolution of the people,
Mhm.
which is also why we had the benders versus non-benders thing, and then the spirits versus non-spirits. How all this stuff happened is people start depending on bending, and they depend on this technology that depends on bending, and
It's kind of like how we are nowadays. Like we always depend on like our phones for news and everything else, and like how like
hmm
for example, nobody can remember a phone number for anything right now. Like
I refuse to remember a phone number.
I only remember like one person's phone number, and that's like one of my exes, and that's it.
Sometimes I forget my own phone number.
Oh yeah, I remember my phone number too. So I remember both of my phone numbers. But anyways, but yeah, and
That's
then
2 for 2, baby. Guess what? Guess what other number I know? I know 411. I know 911. What?
this chick said 411 and
That's
911.
3 numbers, baby.
Would have been like, hey yo,
What?
call 911. What's the number?
Tell me the number.
Tell me the number.
I can't do it. I don't know what to do. What's 999? Somebody help me.
But yeah, there was like this other avatar, this firebender, and he looks just like Jafar. but they were saying like he
Mm, mm, mm.
he kept it within the Fire Nation. So what he did was he started from the bottom and kept like politics in his nation to become like the head politician in the Fire Nation, but he still kept peace. And this is before the whole Fire Nation tried to take over. And who else? There was that one Airbender. I forgot her name. The one that what did she do? It was one of the first chicks that Aang had talked to and everything.
I don't be remembering. Oh, the one with the like weird bald head, like she has half bald. Like, and
Yeah.
I'm like, why did she do her hair like that? That was unnecessary.
What was her regret? I forgot what her regret was. But Kyoshi
There are people hanging out in front of my door outside. We're just
Kyo
hanging out there.
Kyoshi basically grew up basically poor. Her what
Kyoshi was cute.
I think her dad was a thief and her mom they was well actually they both were thieves. They both were like either circus performers or like Broadway actors or something like that, but they knew a lot of people. But
Mm,
they left Kyoshi and like left behind a whole bunch of stuff for her. Then the fact that Kyoshi was freaking tall.
heckin' tall.
She was tall and they were
Heckin'.
saying that she really didn't know earthbending. She couldn't do small objects. She only could lift big objects and everything.
Because she big.
Basically. And then nobody knows she was the Avatar. They thought this other dude was Avatar, so she was always hanging around him. But yeah, Kyoshi was the freaking badass and she was like, you know, if she had to kill people, what is that? Oh yeah. If she had to kill people, she would. She said,
That's
yeah.
BTS.
BTS. Actually, I like their song Dynamite.
Do you like it because it's in English?
Well, that's the only song they put on the radio.
It ain't. You just didn't know. You just didn't know it was BTS. They've had songs on the radio before.
Look, man, I don't know Korean drama or Korean bands or Korean I don't know K-pop. All right. Now, if you'd caught me back in high school, it would have been J-pop. J-pop.
J-pop's
Uta
still good.
Utada Hikaru.
Does she count as J-pop?
Yeah, she was on like all the freaking soundtracks. I think she
I
did.
mean, yeah, but American artists on soundtracks too.
I think she did most of the music for Ghost in the Shell.
She did. And then
And did she?
Kingdom to Hearts.
Yeah, she did Kingdom
Right?
Hearts.
Kingdom to
I
Hearts?
was gonna say she did
I was gonna say Final Fantasy, but
oh, I was gonna say Inuyasha, but I don't think she did Inuyasha.
she. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Is that
Inuyasha.
her?
That's
Is
Inuyasha.
that her? We finna see. Yeah, that was her. That was her.
That was her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know me some
I
Utada.
was like, is it? We finna see. Ha! It
Jabbar
was the Hold Me song.
Jabbar commented on on the Facebook when we was trying to do live. What Jabbar said? He
What
was
do you
like,
think?
"To what do we owe this honor? You should have a request button. Check around your share button, or do it on IG. You can do it on IG. Let me tell him we're on Twitch now.
You're on Twitch now. I guess did you shared the link, right?
Yeah, I did.
The show was good, and as it went on, it got better.
What show?
I was here for Bolin. Cora.
Oh yeah.
I was here for Bolin. Sweetest boy, cinnamon roll boy.
Like
I was
okay,
disappointed when he couldn't metal bend, but when he started lava bending, I was like, that's what I'm
yeah, Lava Bender was
talking
cool.
about.
So yeah, like okay, when the show first came out, the first like watch that I did of the show or whatever, I was hyped because I wanted to see what they were gonna do next with the show, like after Aang and everything, after all this stuff. Because really, I
Mhm.
thought it was gonna be about like Zuko trying to find his mom, but it was like, nope, you got to read the books. So show came on, and then when the first season when it ended, I kind of felt like there was a bland taste in my mouth, like they kind of rushed it. So then season two came out. I was like, I really didn't like season two like that. The only reason why I liked season two was because of Bolin's girlfriend.
That was great. Oh,
I actually
he
did
was
like
all like,
her.
I love you. Did I kill it?
I don't know.
It's probably still alive somewhere.
Season 3 I did like because of the whole like fight thing with all the other people. And then season 4, I knew that her and Asami was going to get together. But see, this is the thing. This is the thing about
Here's the
season.
thing, they didn't get together. Once I saw it again, I was like, okay, my little brain made it a little bit more than that. It was normal. It
Oh
was normal friendship.
no, it
They're
wasn't.
just like,
No,
let's go on a vacation. They
no, it
may have
wasn't.
held hands, but it's like there was no flirtation there. I imagined more than there was.
Okay, so season 4 when it's ended and they held hands, I was like, I bet you won't kiss her. I bet you won't kiss. I bet you
And
won't
then
make
they didn't
out.
do that.
But
Then they didn't do that.
they couldn't do that because
They didn't
Nickelodeon
do that
in
at
their
all.
rights because they wouldn't allow the whole like LGBTQ thing to go on at that time. But to be honest, in the books they are together.
Oh, well, that's nice. Okay, so I didn't imagine what wasn't there. It was there. The
Yeah,
energy was there.
they're together, and then they Korra and Asami was hiding it from Korra parents, but when they finally came out, the parents was like, "Yeah, we kind of knew this. Like
Mhm.
we kind of knew it. It's like all everywhere." But I think Korra dad really didn't. He didn't accept it at first, but he came around to. But Korra was still she was still so
You
hot
know how
headed.
the dads are. That's his only child. He's all like, "You're not gonna make any babies."
But yeah, he was no she's still hot headed. Like she's still hot headed about everything.
That's her personality, though. Like,
Yeah,
I don't mind there being a personality that's different. Like, she got a different personality. She's high-headed. She runs in, but it makes it exciting. You never know what's gonna happen. It's interesting. You know. And I think that's why people didn't like her because she wasn't like Angus. Like, dude, she's not the reincarnation. She just has the
person.
Rama
Yeah.
spirit in her. Chill,
Well, that's like the other thing.
relax.
Like we
People
all had
can
to.
be different.
That's the other thing we had to pay attention to because every avatar is the opposite of each other. Like one person can be cool, the other person is like hot headed, the other person can be like, I don't know, nonchalant, where the other person is more like angry about everything. Mm, who knows? Um, and I think like everybody's kind of mad. I don't know, maybe you're not, but the fact that she kind of got every reincarnation eliminated, like
Oh yeah,
the
but
past
like
lives.
it's like people are real mad at her about that, and I'm like, dude, that's not her fucking fault. This bitch almost died every episode. Relax. Who
But
cares?
But at the same time, because I think other people are saying like, oh yeah, well she's like the first Avatar, so like the next Avatar will be able to see her, and it's like actually no, like that's done. Like there is no more past
There
lives.
is no more past. Yeah, I'm like, there's no more past like that. Link to seeing your last is over. But they also kind of emphasize that you don't necessarily need all those people in your brain because she used that link once. And it was
Yeah.
like, I was like, you could have figured that out yourself. The fuck? Like, literally, everybody else knows now. The fact that Aang told you that is kind of useless.
What
I
is?
was like, you literally, because like the guy literally told you, like, within the next few minutes, I'm his brother. And I'm like, so you didn't even need to see it. You didn't need to see it. You didn't need to see that. And not once any other time was it useful to see those past lives. And nobody else got nothing to say. They just chilling. They
Basically,
gone. I feel
basically.
like it's good. Let those spirits rest. They don't need to talk to everybody. Shoot. Just hanging around waiting for you to have a question? I don't think so. I know I'd be all like, "Shh, you're not gonna listen to me anyway. I'm over here on the other side. On the other side. Leave me alone."
But yeah, like I said, I don't hate Korra. I don't dislike Korra. It's just I don't believe she was the best Avatar. But I mean, at the same time,
She wasn't the worst. That was heavy you saying that. You hurt people's feelings.
hey man, that's what I'm here for. But but the worst Avatar to me goes to I forgot his name, start with a C or a K or whatever. The other Waterbender Avatar. I thought he was cool, but no, his backstory, yeah, he sucks.
Hmm.
And
As
then,
long because Cora made a lot of changes. I think she might not have been the best Avatar, but she went through the most.
mm-hmm.
and still made a lot of big changes within just a short amount of time. And then they leave us to say she's still going to do a lot of things because she was still young. Like it's only been a couple, what, a year or two, and she changed the whole universe. Like I don't know.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah, because Tenzin said she did a lot within a year, and I'm like,
Because I
well,
know they kept saying like it's only been a few weeks, it's been a couple months, and like
yeah,
three
no,
months
yeah,
later, and I'm like, y'all
it's
sure moving
yeah,
fast
it's been
through
months. Cause I was
here.
like,
Couple months.
Aang, he had to deal. Well, I mean, Aang was still a kid, so because what happened with Aang was Aang did not want to be the Avatar. He didn't want to deal with it. He still wanted to play with his friends and everything else. But it was like, well, we have to take him away because he has training to do. So that's the reason why he ran, because he wanted to be with Monk. What's his name? Monk Kiatsu or whatever, something like that. He wanted to still train
Monk
with him.
Yatso,
Yeah. So when they told him
the
that he was
monk
gonna go away,
Yatso.
he was like, all right, well, no, he didn't want to go. So that's why he
Hmm.
ran away. And when he got unfrozen, he was still had a kid mindset and thought everybody was going to be alive. So yeah, for everything for him, yeah, it was scary. For a kid standpoint,
Hmm.
like what, he was like 12. So yeah,
Yeah, I don't remember. He was a child. He
what
wasn't
well,
even a teenager yet.
technically
And then
a
with
112.
Cora, she was super excited about being there. Like she was ready gung ho the whole time. Not once did she not want to be the Avatar. She's like, I'm the Avatar. I'm the Avatar this. I'm the Avatar that. I got to do
Yeah,
this
yeah,
and that and
yeah,
everything.
yeah. That's the other
Like
thing. You just
relax,
reminded me. Yes,
relax.
that's the other thing. Cause she actually went around. She was like, "I'm the Avatar, so you guys have to listen to me." And they were like, "No."
Yeah, it's like we're over it by now. You know how many avatars there have been? So who are you?
They were like,
It's not
basically,
impressive anymore,
they're like, "Yeah, you're just a figurehead, man. We don't have to listen to you."
right? And I think they were kind of like after Aang, they were like, you can't do better than that. We're over.
My friend
We're
told
over it at this point, and half of those people are still alive. So you're kind of not impressive.
basically, my friend Tony
No
came
one
in.
was impressed. Not a single person was impressed.
My friend Tony just came in and told us, "I'm the Avatar. Deal with it."
Yeah, when she popped through the wall with a little pot belly, I'm like, first of all, why you bust through the wall? Y'all are poor.
Come on, man. It's ice
And
walls.
now there's a hole in your house.
It
Good
can
job.
be fixed. They're ice benders. I mean, well, not ice bender, water benders.
True, true,
And fix it
true, true,
easily.
true. I have to deal with it. Woo. And then she just starts doing everything. And I'm like, dude, tearing it up. Her parents were just all soft, like, oh, yeah, we think she's the Avatar. How do you know? I'm the Avatar. It's fire, air. Like, okay, well, answers your question, but
But
it's good though. I'm glad I rewatched it because I forgot how great Varric was. Ah, dang, when we got on here, I was gonna be all like, hi, I'm Julie, and I'm here to do the thing. But then I didn't get to do the thing.
Julie, do the thing.
Julie, that was my favorite moment. It's like, will you do the thing for the rest of our lives? And I was like, oh,
That
you
is
may
pretty.
now do the thing.
That is pretty funny. Like every time he was like, "Do the thing," and she knew exactly what to do. But
That's how
when
they're
he
soulmates, man. That's how you knew because he's like, do the thing, and she knows exactly
exactly
what
what
he's
to
talking
do,
about. And he names everything Julie. Come on. He's seriously Tony Stark, and she's fucking
Piper.
Gwyneth Paltrow. Piper. I'm like, what the fuck's her name?
Yes,
Freaking Piper.
and
Except
basically,
with less attitude. Well, she had enough attitude to be all like, all right, listen, bitch, you're gonna love me, or you're gonna treat me like a motherfucking person, because guess what? I ain't your fucking assistant, bitch. Quit.
well, yeah, that
Let's
that
get
was like
married.
a double cross because she knew she had to get him out of trouble without getting in
I
trouble.
missed her so much, and the whole time she was doing it just to save him. And she's like, I didn't mean anything I said. I'm like, you didn't? Not even the part about defeat.
Nope,
All right.
nope. She is
She's like,
loyal.
oh, and then she's like, oh no, you're gonna treat me like a person, but I didn't mean all that stuff. And I was like, you know what? Deal, because that boy was stupid. He was just way too excited all the time. But we knew he loved her from the beginning.
Hmm.
Literally, he can't. In the platypus bear, with her in it too. She ain't need to be in there.
Oh yeah, she did. Oh yeah, she was in that platypus bear. Yeah, she
She
needed to
did
be in
not
there.
need to be in there at all. She could have been out just in the office. She did not need to be in the bear with him. It's like I have to hide. You hide too, because you're me. We're the same. We're one person. I thought it was cute. And then I was like, Varric, why are you evil? And I was like, oh, he's not evil. He's just dumb.
Yeah, you just
He's just kind of like,
a dumb
listen,
scientist.
It's great though because he had beliefs. He had beliefs in how things should go, and he's all like, "We should rebel and not fight back." And I'm like, "Barrick, you trying to fight back? Oh, you got plots and schemes."
Mhm.
And then this motherfucker didn't even go to jail, and everybody was all like, "Well," I was like, "Y'all got excuses for him? He didn't even have to make it." Y'all were just like, "Well, he's, you can't just fight by their past. He works for me now. He's safe. He's fine." And they were all like at his wedding, forgetting that he's a criminal that escaped prison. Like,
Oh
dude,
yeah,
you're a
yeah,
war
they
criminal.
they did forget that.
Well,
Yeah.
we ignore war criminals in Avatar. We all know that. What's a war criminal? What? What war criminal? When the war is over, you're no longer a criminal guy.
Wait, wasn't?
You're
Oh
good.
yeah, no, cause Kavir was
Those kids are gonna be crazy.
a war
The Varric
criminal.
Julie kids.
Dad, do the thing.
What do you call,
Dictator.
it? Wait a minute, give me a second. She was a dictator. Yes! Help me. I was like, she's what 45 is trying to be right now. A dictator. She was a dictator, a scary one. She killed so many people. Remember when she blew up that building? She was like, I'm gonna blow this building up. There you go, bye building with probably hundreds of people inside. And then at the end, we're just all like, no, Kuvera, I understand you. And I'm like, so? Who cares if we understand? She killed people! A lot of them.
That's just collateral damage. That
And even
doesn't
though
matter.
Asami's daddy was a criminal, she killed him too.
Oh yeah, she did
Squished him
kill
like
him.
a mosquito.
Oh yeah,
Ah,
she did. I totally forgot about that.
yep. Swat, pat. Ah, that broke my heart. I was up there. I'm not gonna lie. I had a couple of drops, a little drip drip in my eyeball.
Oh, I did.
My pupils were sweaty at that moment
I
because I thought it was really touching that Asami was all like, I miss my dad. I'm gonna go talk to him. She went to talk to him. He's still in prison, so I'm like, cool, stay in prison because you're a bad man.
I'm trying to
Like, you
think.
literally try to kill your own
Did
daughter.
I
Like,
shed a tear for
dude.
anybody in Avatar? I'm trying to think. Mm,
I think that's the only moment when I felt like my heart. But no, I can't think of. I thought it was kind of sad. Well, no, it was funny, but sad funny. When what's the guy's name? The girlfriend that had the volcano forehead.
I forgot
I
her
thought
name
it was
too.
so adorable that she's so super much. She's so much taller than him.
Oh yeah,
than,
yeah, yeah,
than,
yeah. That was funny. That was funny.
And then they have that little touching moment where they're like, I love you too." And I'm
And
like,
bam,
"Bitch,
she
you
dead.
big. Use the big rich." And I'm like, "You must gonna die." Because they kept like touching, like it'll be here and there. We're all like, "My love, my dear." Like, okay, cool, they're together. And then that moment they're like have this nice little solo moment where they're like, "We're gonna do this. We're gonna change the room. Oh, kiss me, okay, little man." And I'm like, bruh, she is as tall as you are wide, and it looks weird. Anywho,
And bam, she
I
died.
was like, she's gonna die. But then it took a while, so I was like, oh, maybe nothing bad's gonna happen. And then boom, metal encasing around your head. You blew your own
That's
head
what it
up.
was. That's what it was. I was like, how did she die? Yep, middle case
She
around her
put
head.
she put it the right when she was lighting her little full head up. They covered her head in metal, and so she blew her own head up.
No more.
Pretty crazy.
Dang, imagine if Avatar was a gory anime. They would have showed that.
There earlier today, my bro was being a goof, and he was like, "I'm a paper bender," and I was all like, "That what?" He's like, "I guess that would be an earthbender," and I'm all like, "No, cause it's processed materials.
Wait,
You can't bend processed materials. Ain't no water in that. Ain't no water. Ain't no dirt." And then I was like, "Wait, earthbenders can't bend trees?
that's all I was thinking. I was like, I think they.
They cannot." But then I'm like, "Can water benders bend trees?"
Actually, yes. Yes, they can. Remember,
Because I could have sworn
remember
in the
this
in the first Avatar
swamp
Last
benders.
Airbender, yes, swamping, and they could bend vines and stuff because they got water in it.
Yeah.
And then that's when I got frustrated with how Korra's not creative because I'm all like, wait, can you not bend the water and the spirit energy inside the vines that are everywhere? water.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Strange.
yeah, yeah. I'm trying to
You
think.
wanted water first. I don't know.
No, hmm. I think earthbenders can bend trees though, if it's part of the earth.
I don't know. Does that count? Because I only see them do dirt, rocks, minerals, not stuff like wood.
But that's part of earth, isn't it?
Isn't it? But have you seen them do it?
No.
Have you seen a earthbender bend a tree or plant of any sort? And why is it that waterbenders can bend plants? Because it's got water in it.
Because it has
But does it not have minerals in it?
it should have
Is
minerals in it.
tree, is wood not mineral? And if it is, can they bend the wood of the tree but not the leaves because they have water?
Water? That should make sense. That should make a lot of sense. And that's the other thing too. Cause shouldn't firebenders be able to bend lava?
Right? That's what I was wondering too. I'm like, okay, you're earthbender, but where's the fire coming from? Why is it hot? How does it turn to lava? Does that mean you have like fire? You're half firebender? It doesn't make any sense.
Cause I think that's supposed to be okay. Cause I think in like every bender has like three different things they can do. Like benders can do water. They can do ice. They can turn water to ice, and
And they can heal.
they can do blood bending, on which blood
And
bending is
they
supposed
can
to
heal.
be rare, and they can heal. Okay, that's four things. Then like
Hmm.
firebenders, they have I think they say firebenders that
They have lightning.
they have lightning, but the color of the fire depends on certain things. How like
Right. They
Azula
got
was
the blue
doing blue fire
fire, and then they got the regular
and the
red
regular
fire, and they got
fire.
the lightning.
So there's two things that they can do and they have the lightning. So that's like four things, and then apparently they get no. I think the
The
mind,
earthbenders have
the
metal.
the mind one is part of fire bending
Oh
too.
yeah, the
Combustion.
mind, the explosion one. That's of the fourth thing.
Yeah,
Red
and
fire, blue. They got blue fire, lightning, the explosions,
I don't think
and the
I don't think
regular fire.
yeah. And then water benders, no, earth benders is supposed to be
Earthbenders,
earth, metal,
earth, metal,
and I think
lava.
lava will be the third one. There was did
But
they
what's their fourth thing? They don't have a fourth thing. What's their fourth thing?
mm, I don't think they have a fourth thing. But it's like you can do so much with earthbending. Like it's actually pretty fun, and I actually like the way they did it with the police force. Oh, sand. Thank you, Tyree. Sand bending,
Sand. That's the fourth thing. Gosh, that was driving me crazy. I was like, there's something in here. Sand. They
sand
can
bending.
move sand. That's
Because
crazy. Why can't I remember that? They just didn't use sand very much.
they didn't. They didn't.
And there's not really much sand anymore in this new world, it looks like.
Unless you go to the beach.
Did they have beaches? I
But
don't
yeah.
even know anymore. I know they had like parks. Anyway, and what are we missing? Airbenders. Airbenders have the power of flight because he could fly
And
to here.
there was
But that was like a lost
a lost
thing. They don't
thing,
they don't really
yeah.
have much, do they?
But
Flight.
airbending, you can do so much with airbending. You
You
can
could, but what do they do with it? What do they do? They make it so you can't breathe and they can fly.
okay with airbending. You can actually both air and water benders. You can breathe underwater. You can take out your oxygen. You can take away oxygen. You can, like you said, fly with any.
If you're an airbender, can you breathe underwater? Because you're just recirculating the same air, so it's not going to be oxygen the whole time. Like the oxygen's going to run out that you're using.
Well, in a logical standpoint, yes.
Because they can't create air, they just use the air that's there. But firebenders can create fire.
Because I was saying with water, because with both, because you're creating a bubble.
Waterbenders can't create water either. They can
True.
only use the water that's there.
But I'm saying like, okay, when you're underwater, you're only creating a bubble around you. But yeah, that can only last for like so long.
Exactly. It's useless.
She said it's useless. Wait, couldn't
I
can't
don't think waterbenders can't breathe underwater either. They can just swim really fast.
I'm trying to think. Because with air, can't you make ice?
No, waterbenders can make ice.
Hmm.
Airbenders ain't really got much. I think flying is pretty cool, so I accept that they can
Well, yeah,
fly
they can
and deal with flying animals, but
they can
what else?
fly and or glide.
Flying and gliding, let's make that one thing because not everybody like rare that they can fly, and then they can talk. They can deal with the flying animals, all the animals that fly. They
Hmm.
can deal with those. They can take your oxygen, and I don't know, just using air. I guess using air period is the fourth
Yeah,
thing. Just like
I don't.
using fire. It's not as interesting as the other things.
It's not.
Earthbending's the
Yeah,
coolest because they got fucking metal bending, dog.
yeah,
So lit.
they don't have a different element.
And
They
they
can
can
manipulate.
earthbending has another thing because they can like stomp like their foot on the ground and they can see everything. Like, they can see through the earth by touching it. It's a
Well,
fifth thing.
that's only tough.
Nuh-uh. Her daughters can do it too.
Not as well as she can, and that's funny.
They seem to do it as
No, no,
well
no,
as
no, no,
she
no, 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 no,
can.
no. That's a middle bending. That's middle bending. My bad. Because Toph said she taught them middle bending, and
Yeah, and she
they're
said
not.
even they're not as good. But I'm like, come on, who's gonna
Yeah,
be as
yeah,
good as
yeah,
Toph?
yeah. It's okay.
Who's
Yeah,
gonna be as good as the one who created it? She can't even say that. I'm like, you can't say that. That's not fair.
yeah. So
No
they
one's ever gonna be as good as you. You made it.
yeah. So
You
and
brought it into
and
existence.
that's when the dude who can tell when you're lying by um the
What was
vibrations.
his?
The same thing, like how they can see.
Was he a bend? He was an earthbend. Yeah,
He was
yeah,
an
yeah, yeah. That's
earthbender,
it. I was
so
like, what was he using?
he can tell if you're lying by the vibrations.
Telling you, earthbending has more things.
They do, they do. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, everybody don't. They can't really manipulate anything else. Like,
Like, what else do they got? They can't. Well, he said that when you that you can make the air warmer around you
yeah,
if you're cold,
warmer or
and you can
colder.
make it cooler if you're hot. I don't know. It's just kind of lame. When you got blood bending and lightning, this 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 gonna stop.
I thought you just did lightning bending.
This gonna stop. This bug, this net in my face.
What you got in your
Oh,
house?
like I got it.
Y'all, she over here being karate kid.
Really gross, but I
Yeah.
got it. Gross, but I got it. Ugh.
She said, "Bleh."
Worth it. Worth it every time. Well, I don't know. We talked about Cora, and we got into some weird things about the talk about these bending, man. It's crazy. To think blood bending would go from just making somebody all tense up to actually removing their power
Well, see,
is insane.
no, I don't think that's what it was. Blood bending was really removing the power because what Amon,
The way they explained it. Somebody read. I didn't read, but somebody read the books, and was all like, the way it works is that they block your chakras, that
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
that makes your powers work and connects you to the elements. And I'm like, oh, okay, well that makes sense.
Well, yeah, there you go. He basically he all he did was just block block that person's chi, and then I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
because he does it in the third eye,
that
so
they're
it's
yeah,
like, yeah.
and I'm pretty sure that if Cora didn't sit there and all of a suddenly, cause that should have been a thing that should have been passed down anyway from the what Aang did. I think that was more of energy.
I thought that too. I thought she would be able to do the same thing, but
Yeah.
what they decided to give her was the water bending healing instead.
Oh, that's what that was.
She can do water bending healing. She can heal with water bending.
I thought,
That's what she can do.
I thought she ended up getting it at the end when she got everybody brought back. Was the energy bending?
No,
No.
energy bending? No,
Yeah.
no, no. The water bending is healing.
Oh,
You
what's
can heal with water.
okay?
She already knew how to do that.
see that's what they messed up at then, because they should have been able, because like every time an avatar learns a new move, a secret move, it's passed down through everybody else. So they didn't.
That's the thing. She didn't get anything passed down,
So
man.
that's where
She had to
the
learn everything.
so that's where the writers messed up at. They didn't give her energy bending and everything. So Amon wasn't
Oh.
doing energy bending. He was just basically blocking your chakra. So I felt like if Korra didn't end up doing that at the end, they would have found a way to like, all right, well, all you gotta do is basically unblock your chakra to get your bending back. But they
Yeah,
didn't.
instead of giving her like new powers to make her like advance, they gave her trauma to advance, which I thought was kind of like a little hardcore. Like she didn't advance until something super traumatic happened to her. And it's like, we're kind of all like, she's the avatar, you know, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, yeah, but such horrible things happened to her. Excuse her for acting like something horrible happened to her. Excuse her for acting like her legs didn't work for a couple weeks. Excuse her for acting like she was poisoned. Like, you guys, relax. Give her a chance.
And it was pretty funny when
She's having
Toph
a
made
hard
fun of
time.
her. Toph was like, "Yeah, you still got poison in you." Wait, what? I do? Well, you can't feel it? No, you suck as a middle bender.
Yo, I love the way Toph was. She's like, oh yeah, I'm having a great time. I've been just I'm dying to just dig into you. It's been a long time. I was like, oh, it was cute. Toph's great.
Toph's
Toph's
great.
just
Yeah,
great.
she had.
She's great and awful. It's like we know she's awful, but we forget that she's awful when when Sue was like, or uh, Cora was just all like, "Who's Sue's dad?" And then Top just tells her on the spot, no hesitation. And
No,
then
she
Sue's
didn't.
over there
No, she didn't say who her dad
pissed.
was.
She did. She told her. She's like, da da da, an earthbender from blah blah blah. She
Oh
told her
yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. The Earthbender.
Cora asked. She's like, hey, who's dad? And she just tells her right, just like that.
It's
And then Sue's
funny
over
because
there
I
sitting
got
next
that.
to her, pissed off. Like, are you serious? She's like, you don't think I want to know who my dad is? I'm like, damn, you just told Cora because she asked. And I'm like, Sue, did you ever ask like that? Because you probably, I think she just never asked. Like, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
she
sure
yeah
Toph would have told you.
she never did ask. And I think
Sue, she seemed like that type where she just holds the whole time. Sue was just kind of like mad at shit, and she never wanted to talk about it. Like she never said anything,
I
and
had I had
that's why
that
the
picture
sister
somewhere.
and Toph, that's why they were able to get over it because they just talk to each other. Sue don't
Hmm.
talk to people, and that's her problem. Like if she had just said, "Hey, who's my dad?" You would have known. If you'd have said, "Hey, this bothered me," then like, okay, I'm sorry, and it would have been over. I don't know. She like that's how she got as far as she did though, being cranky.
I don't have that screenshot that I took years ago of
Of course, you
Sue
don't have a
of
screenshot you took
Sue's
years ago.
face.
Heck,
No, I thought I had it in this phone. It was on my Facebook somewhere. But anyways,
you'll never find it. It's gone
never
forever.
would never
Never,
find.
never.
What is this? I don't know. Oh, Mario Kart.
If you play Princess Peach on Mario Kart, your foot fungus will go away.
I don't even got foot fungus.
Oh,
Oh, Tari said yes, she did. I forgot. Oh, 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 oh yeah, yes,
yes,
he.
we did that.
No, he was saying yeah. Toph did say who the dad was.
Yeah, that's scary.
So,
I thought that was
um,
funny.
so tell us about some Korean drama.
Should we do that in this podcast, or should we wait for another time where I just like bring up a show that I've seen?
We can do it the next one. Cause I only expected this to go like 30 minutes, but we're like an hour and 2 minutes in, and I guess
Are
most
we?
yeah.
I was like, I thought we started like in like 30 minutes ago. Took us so long to get here, though.
I
A
mean,
lot of work.
yeah, cause we were talking about like other stuff before we actually got into it.
We were trying to do something fancy, and we really should have just. I should have went with this. This was the idea I had in the beginning. I was like, let's just turn on the video chat and then screen share.
Okay, so
But I
basically
didn't. I
this
wanted to do it a fancy way.
so this is the way I guess we should do it. Um, because I do want to do a you know how Corey Kenshin and not Rad Brad, what's it, Markiplier do the whole like make me laugh challenge thing.
I don't watch those people.
I didn't watch those people's, but I'm sure you know who Corey Kenshin is.
I do not.
Yes, you do. You know who Corey Kenshin. See how she's
I do not.
sipping her tea. See how she's sipping
I
her
do
tea over
not.
there.
This is not tea,
We
baby.
saying this tea.
Um, what? I don't know who Corey Kenshin is.
Oh well, never mind. They do a whole like make me laugh challenge or whatever to where like they'll have people send them like videos. Either I think they do it off for Twitter or they
Oh,
probably
there's a channel. I watch a channel where they do that.
yeah. I kind of want to do that too, but I got to figure out how to do it
Excuse me.
from bless you from like here to the screen. So I got to figure out.
We just do it the same like this. Like I will go off instead of looking at the video chat, I'll open the video and
Well,
just put the video on the screen.
I really wasn't saying
I
for
hit my
like
mic. I'm sorry.
I really wasn't saying for like um our
Streaming purposes.
our podcast purposes, but because I kind of want to do it for a YouTube. But well, no, we can figure out more stuff that we
I
can
mean, this
do.
is supposed to go on YouTube too, anyway.
Yeah.
A little chopping and screwing. Well, it's not recorded, and I don't know how to download it from Twitch.
Oh
Whatever, we'll
no no
figure it
no.
out.
So I can show you that later. You're basically gonna go to like your little what is it? Hold on, let me go.
I know there's something in Twitch where you can do. It'll pick the highlights for you or something.
Yeah. So
I haven't used it because I don't know. I'm
is
picky,
it
and if it picks something I don't like, I'm gonna be mad.
you end up going to like the creator dashboard and you can end up doing it for actually I'm still streaming so I can do it right now because it's saying you're live. So you go to creator dashboard. Is it is it in the content? I think it's in the content. Let's see. Is it in clips or video producer? Yeah, so you go to your creator dashboard, you go to your video producer, and then you will see like the latest video that you did, and you
Hmm.
can click on the three bubbles that's on the side, and you can click on. Oh, let me see. Yeah, and you'll see where you click on the three bubbles at the side, and you'll see where it says download. You can just download it. It'll probably take a
Oh,
it'll probably take a minute to download onto your computer and or laptop. But yeah, it'll
that's
download
fine.
the whole entire thing, and then you can go and do it from there. I
Well, then
know.
I guess I could just chop up what are like little tidbit highlights in
Yeah,
like a little fun short video thing just to show what we do.
yeah, because I know.
My ring finger is swollen up, so my ring won't come off.
Why is your ring finger swollen up?
I don't know. I think it's because I'm not doing anything with my hands.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
there's no activity, so they're fat now. My
Oh.
fingers.
Mm.
All the blood's flowed to my finger. I'm gonna get it off in a little while.
I'm like,
I think
who
I'll just
you,
leave it on for now.
who you engaged to?
Uh, Nobody. This is just the finger that it fits best on.
Okay, like we about to have some problems. You over there engaged somebody and we don't know about
I
them.
am single because
Mm,
nobody wants me.
mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. We can talk about all that stuff later too. We can talk about like relationships and all that stuff later too. Mm.
Do we have to? How about you talk about yourself and I just ask questions?
I mean,
I got it off. Ooh,
look at
it's
that.
just one finger that's swollen up.
Look at
The
that
rest are fine.
magic.
I got scared a little bit because I was playing with it and I was all like, oh, it's not coming off. It's not coming out. Ooh, my finger's red.
But yeah, I think this went pretty well for their first podcast.
It was fun.
Um,
We'll figure out a name for it
yeah.
next time. Next time we'll have an actual opening and we'll be able to do it well. And then maybe we'll have some music play and etc. etc.
Oh yeah, yeah. We can't have music because I was like, we're not on Facebook, and Facebook's not trying to be like, hey, you can't
Well,
have stuff.
Facebook Live you can play music. That'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, if it's live, they can't like say turn your live off. You're playing music. It doesn't work like that. It's only if it's like a recorded video that stays up. Like after you're live, you got to make sure that it doesn't stay on Facebook, and then it's fine. But you know, and since it's streaming to other things like Twitch, then you don't have to worry about it staying on Facebook. So
Mm,
it doesn't matter.
all right.
Besides, I will be playing K-pop. Depending, like if it's your turn for music, then you play your music. If it's my turn for music, then I'm gonna play K-pop.
Nah, I probably need to
But
play
don't worry, I
yours.
got K-pop, K-rap, K-R&B, I got K-jazz, I got everything.
Oh dang, man, she got K everything. She's K'd out.
I also have regular American music because America's cool.
No, you can play. You
But
can.
it'll be like Logic and Big Sean. That's on my rotation
Oh,
right now.
I know. So you can play K-pop.
Logic, because Logic not gonna make no more music. I wonder if he's
I
really
like to
gonna.
hear different music. Like this one time I was in the cab and I think he was playing like some African music. I don't remember. It was actually pretty good. Or it's like some.
Um, what's the guy's name? Crap, I can't remember his name now. Give me a second. Oh, my computer sticker is messed up. It's um, it's from Kamikaze Comics. So the sticker is on my laptop, but it's like peeling. But like the top layer of the sticker is peeling, so the clear protective coating is peeling, so the actual design underneath will just rub away. So I have to figure out how I'm gonna fix this.
Mm,
Or maybe I'll just buy another fucking sticker. Let me not be like this. we didn't have cons, so I couldn't just go by the table and be all like, "Hey, let me get another sticker."
Yeah,
I refuse to pay for shipping for a sticker. That's all I'm saying.
I think cons might be open back up next year.
I don't know. I don't think I'll feel comfortable going until there's a safe vaccine, which should not be anytime soon. Which means I don't know. They're having cons right now.
Where?
What they say? Which one of these? Which there's like two cons that are still happening despite the pandemic, big ones, and I'm just like, bruh, what we not gonna do is go.
I didn't know they were still having cons. I thought everything was virtual.
Heck no, man, because it's not like once New at the end of New Year's it's gonna be like it's 2021, the pandemic's over. We're still gonna be in it for a good little bit, and we just gotta get through this election first. I say one thing at a time. I take one day at a time. Figure out what happens next, what's gonna happen tomorrow, because there's something else every day. I swear to something.
I think I think it's going to end after the whole election.
Don't tell me you're part of the pandemic.
No, I'm not. I'm just thinking it might end after the election or after the inauguration.
I don't think so. That could be a couple months,
Yeah.
but I don't think so.
Hmm. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Either way, I'm not gonna worry about that. We just gotta adapt to what's to our right now instead of thinking about the future because it's just gonna make the right now seem like it sucks so much more. But
Oh man, I gotta work on these costumes. These Among Us costumes.
I'm definitely gonna make an Among Us cosplay. But here's what's funny: I still have yet to play this game.
Oh man, you need to play.
I have not played a single game of Among Us, but I've seen every meme that exists, and I have watched other people play it. So I am qualified to cosplay.
You just have to
I'm gonna do blue because it's my favorite color.
you just have to play with a group of friends, really good friends. I don't know. It depends on how ignorant y'all can get because I play with a group of friends. I play with 4 or 5 group of friends, and he said we get on Among Us. No, we're not getting on right now, Tyree, because I'm not
I
playing
mean,
it
I'm
right.
pretty ignorant when it comes to video games, and the girl gamer group I'm in, they play a lot. They play all kinds. We play all games, obviously, but they've been playing Among Us a lot, so
Mm.
I can really hop in whenever I wanted to.
Because like when I play
I
when
want
I
to do it on my laptop.
yeah, yeah, it's pretty good on your laptop. Do you have Steam?
Of course, I have Steam, am I a loser?
Okay, Steam is like $5. There's another way you can get it for free. But yeah, it took me a
I
while.
heard it's free, the mobile game.
Yeah, it's free on phone and on and the tablet. But yeah, it took me a
I'm
minute.
not that broke. I can afford a $5 phone.
It took me a minute to like get used to like the using the keyboards for it. But yeah, it's actually
Oh,
it's
have you not played PC games before?
I'm not really good with PC games.
I used to play only PC games after the GameCube and the PlayStation 1 and 2. What else? And the Nintendo.
Oh, I was like, yeah, I started playing games on the Nintendo and up. He
I
said,
think I
"Boo."
remember the little Nintendo and then with the like cartridges and then we played GameCube a lot. And then it was what system did GTA come out on?
PlayStation.
One?
Yes.
The first? Then it was
Well,
PlayStation.
wait,
Then
which
it was
which
PlayStation 2.
which GTA? Because nobody really remembers the first GTA when it was like
I don't remember. I
the
think it
top
was
view.
GTA 2 because 3 came out. We're like, oh my gosh, GTA 3, and now we're like at 5.
Was it when you played? Was it a third person or was it top view?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay,
It's
Because
the
if
dark times of my memory. I
the dark,
don't
she said
recall.
the dark times. Yeah, because when GTA first came out, it was only like a top view, and it wasn't like how everybody remember, or how everybody knows it now, the third person.
Hmm. I don't know. Anywho,
Anywho, yeah, Tari's
I
like,
might play.
boo for not playing Among Us. You should play Among Us.
I'm sleepy. I'm leaving.
But
And that's how we're gonna end the podcast.
you leave. I'm gonna take me a shower. Thank you everybody for viewing our first podcast.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
And thanks for watching Mahogany be silly.
How dare? How dare? How dare?
And look at her flapping her wings, her ears.
I thought this hat would be fun.
It is fun.
It's a K-pop hat.
Oh, what was I gonna say?
Luke Cage has this hat.
The actor.
Yes, 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 he does. He has this hat. I
Um,
saw.
so we're gonna have to figure out, I guess, because for the next one or whenever we do other guests on here, how to put them on. But we're gonna worry about that for
Well,
a
we're
different
just
time.
gonna do Facebook video call, but like with a group.
Okay, that's fine.
You just add another person, and then they'll pop up. It'll be easy.
Okay,
It's easy.
okay, cool, 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 man.
Cool,
All right,
cool, cool,
all right
cool,
then,
cool.
man. You know what? You go ahead, go to sleep, and enjoy your off day.
I guess I'm gonna use my usual exit because I guess I'm probably gonna put this on YouTube. So, this has been 3D Girls Are Lame. 안녕. 안녕. I'm going to sleep. I'm sleepy. I was sleepy when we started. Now I'm definitely sleepy, and I drank a little bit, so I'm super sleepy. Okay, bye.
And to the next episode. Peace.